Joel Sherman back with three up. Morning after the Yankees tied their division series with the Boston Red Sox, one game apiece. Forgive me, I'm going through my usual playoff experience. I'm beginning already to lose my voice, so forgive me. If you travel with me on these daily videos all postseason, you'll see the deterioration as the month goes by. But here, why don't we do this? Let's do one thing off of the game yesterday, one thing projecting ahead to game three, and one overview thing. The game that the item that sticks out from game two is the full Jazz Chisholm experience. He obviously was not pleased that he didn't start game one against the tough lefty Garrett Crochet. And then he came back yesterday and he had two of the key plays in the game. A diving stop that saves Boston from getting the go-ahead run in the seventh inning, and then in the bottom of the eighth, a few people score from first base on the ball that Austin Wells hits into the right field corner. By the way, small thing, that ball obviously is going to be thrown to the plate to try to cut off the go-ahead run. Austin Wells got to be on second base. Another run would have been critical there, but the big picture is that Chisholm scored. Yankees got ahead. That's the final run of the game. To watch Jazz Chisholm for a year and a half is to know that he can be the best player on the field, and that sometimes the way he plays with that skill level, where he's playing too fast and sometimes overzealous, he can cost you a game. It's the full experience. He's a 30-30 guy. The Yankees, this is for something for the offseason and for moving forward. He enters his walk year next season, and the Yankees are going to have to decide short term what do they do about him, which is just play it out. He's a 30-30 guy. He has great value to them to play for one more year unless they're worried about how he might behave if he doesn't get an extension. Or do they trade him, try to get value that way if you don't think you're going to get involved long term with him? Or extend him. He does not feel like a player the Yankees are going to extend. I think that their next big batch of money gets, if they can, get spent on Cody Bellinger. But that's for another day. You saw the upside of Chisholm yesterday, the array of skills. I always think about players on the field. That's a funny thing. If a decathlon broke out, who would win? And I think it'd be a hell of a contest on the Yankees between Cody Bellinger and Jazz Chisholm for this. Maybe Aaron Judge would join if we have a lot of strength competition besides kind of speed, endurance, etc., jumping. But you saw the full elements of Jazz Chisholm, what he could bring. Can he bottle that and do it more? Number two is about the game tonight. Who do the Yankees play? Aaron Boone has already said Jazz Chisholm is starting at second base. Connolly Early is the lefty starting for the Red Sox. It's a strange, decisive game. The two starters are Cam Schlittler and Connolly Early. They have a combined 18 major league starts, 14 of them by Schlittler. That's who's starting the game. And you know this. This is a do-or-die game. Both teams could be in their full bullpen to the joy of the Blue Jays sitting there ready to play Saturday against whoever emerges from this. But because there's a lefty on the mound, there's some question. The one thing that Boone said he wanted to sleep on was who plays first base in game three. Theory, he used the word leverage. He can assure a right versus left at bat to begin the game with Paul Goldschmidt leading off, then see how it goes. The Yankees get the lead. He has a strong first baseman there. There'll probably be a righty later on to get Ben Rice into the game to get a favorable matchup, though that never came in game one as Crochet and Chapman, two lefties, had the ball. And Boston has lots of lefty relievers, as anyone who was watching and paying attention in game two sees. Or he could just go with Rice, who has been judging for about 3-4 weeks now. Every ball off his bat pretty much is alive. He had a 2-run homer in the first inning to get the Yankees off in game two and hit the ball even harder in his second at bat. Looked like he was going to have a 2-run single and just hit it too hard and the ball carried. And he could start Rice and then decide later on against one of those lefties if he thinks it's a bad lefty matchup for, say, Ryan McMahon. Does he have Goldschmidt hit? And or if the Yankees are leading late, go in and play first base for Rice. That's how I would go. I think in a game like this, just play your best players. Historically, that would be Goldschmidt, who might be a Hall of Famer. In early October 2025, Ben Rice is a better option than Goldschmidt. Connolly early is not Garrett Crochet. As we saw with the second at bat was against Justin Wilson, where he hit the ball 109 miles per hour yesterday, Ben Rice. And so to me, just play Rice. And when and if there's that spot for Goldschmidt to either hit against the lefty or defend late with a lead, go then. Play your best players. It's do or die, which leads us to number 3. Sometimes sports could be unfair, but this is how the grades are given. It's like a professor or a teacher telling you the final is going to count for your entire grade. The Yankees win tonight, and lots of positive things are said about them, at least until we find out what would happen against the Blue Jays, or they lose, and it's going to be back to very familiar terrain, which is fire Cashman, fire Boone. When are they going to change? I can't believe they lost again. They haven't won since 2009. That's dog years for the Yankees. It's a very simple test tonight. And it's like it's sports fair and world unfair probably. And the Yankees have to win tonight. I wrote about this nypost.com because the narrative of the Aaron Judge, Aaron Boone period is they beat a certain kind of team at this time of year and they don't beat a certain kind of team this year. Since Judge's rookie season in 2017, 7 series against AL Central teams, they are 7-0. They've advanced all 7 times, 19-6. Those teams feel like they come and they're just happy to be in the postseason, and they're a little intimidated by the whole Yankee Stadium often, the Yankees, October, and the Yankees cakewalk. 8 other series since then. The Yankees have won 1 of them. It was the single elimination game against a team that might as well have been in the AL Central, the A's, who also were kind of overmatched, and the Yankees did it. The other 7 series, the Astros, the Rays, Red Sox, and Dodgers, when the other team shows up and is there for the fight, the Yankees are 0-7, right? Not good enough there. The big time losing record, I think it's like 10-25 in that time against those teams. And Aaron Boone became the manager in 2018, and they just haven't beaten him. Alex Cora's Red Sox have beaten them twice. Cora was hired the same year as Boone in 2018. Cora's Red Sox have a win. Boone's Yankees have a win here in the 2025 Wild Card Series. It's time that the Aarons, Boone, and Judge show that they could win this kind of series. You could look back and say, hey, they did a good job. They won 94 games. They lost their ace and Cole. They lost Clark Schmidt during the season. They worked in a rookie like Schlittler. Warren made 33. So like you could go find the positives. Another potential MVP season for Judge. Move along, and lots of positive things will be said again for at least a week. And don't move along, and we are going to be back in a very familiar territory.